with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony. This is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. Celtics made a special trip here for one game. Back in Boston for the next one. And, of course, Lauri Markkanen. It's a big day for him playing with his new Pacer teammates for the first time.
And as you were mentioning, I mean, that trade has this team buzzing. You can see it in the warm-up line, how loose and confident they look now with him on that roster.
And so it's the Celtics getting on the board first. Here's Garnett. An easy 2 points on the layup. And when you consider how athletic, Doris, both these teams are, what do you think both should be looking to do here tonight?
Kevin, athleticism is best showcased in transition, so we expect the pace to be high. There is going to be pressure at the rim. The potential for the spectacular could happen on any moment.
Here's Hield, following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. Garnett, the screen. There's Ball with the three. And Boston with the rebound. Bridges outside. Turner with the steal. Garnett with it. Bridges covering. Back to Garnett. Bridges with the steal. Here's White. And White with the stuff.
Well, everyone understands Mikal Bridges is a high-level defender and gets the steal, wastes no time getting it into transition.
Now, here's DeRozan. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. KG, that's good.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Here's White. Outside Tatum. To Porzingis. Back to Tatum. Count it.
Well, the increasing strength of Jason Tatum is making it harder to knock him off his path. That is nice.
Greg, in terms of the Pacers' last few seasons, some have pointed to their relative lack of size. What do you think?
Well, I think a big push for them this summer was adding to their front court, particularly getting more size at the forward positions. And I think they've improved in that regard.
The putback. It's good on the putback.
You love the determination, right? Miles Turner effectively getting to the window and getting another opportunity.
Outside Tatum. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, off the dribble, Jason Tatum continues to perfect multiple options in his arsenal.
Left side, Ball to the inside. And it's Turner finishing it off.
How about the timing? Can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Bridges outside. In the corner. Tatum with it. Back to Bridges. And slam dunk by Tatum.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
Pass to Garnett. Back to Hield. Takes a three. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Boston leading by 4. Here's Bridges. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
Boy, you have to be aggressive, powering through contact. Mikal Bridges, no signs of backing away.
The kick out to Tatum. Kick by Bridges. Tatum drives in. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Tatum's got 8 points.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
DeRozan surveying the D. Outside, Ball. They set the pick. Hield outside. 3 on the clock. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Here's White. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
Bridges shot, good. Bridges got his third basket of the night right there.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Celtics.
A huge part of their offense, pushing the ball. Looking for fast break opportunities, always a good idea.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar, and Kareem throws it down.
And not much you can do defensively once Kareem gets the ball in that close. Too much height, too much talent.
A three-pointer is right on target.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Fox drops in the layup for 2.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Brogdon outside. And the Pacers another 3.
And that's back-to-back threes. But he just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
You know, Greg, the way Malcolm Brogdon is used in the catch-and-shoot game, it makes that offense very difficult to stop.
Well, he's a high-percentage shooter, doesn't go through many ups and downs, and when he doesn't have the look he wants, he's willing to get off the ball.
And here's McConnell. After Jason Tatum getting his shot to go from deep. The shot by Markkanen, nobody around. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And Fox gets it to go. Fox has got his second basket.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And Markkanen throws it down.
I love it when Markkanen decides to throw it down. Show some fire on that finish.
Tatum no good. Pacers trailed by 13. Fires the 3. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Up the floor. And it's Fox with the jam.
Al Horford is such a tremendous passer as a big man. Wow, does he get work done offensively.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. The Celtics are playing with a high level of motivation. All-star Jason Tatum says what we talk about before the game, halftime, is win by any cost, by any means. Figure it out, win the game, and build great habits along the way. Kevin?
Still room to grow. David, thanks.
And don't let the lean physique fool you. Kareem with the strength to finish through contact as well as anybody who's ever played.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Fox.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. They trail by 18. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Here's the Celtics with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. To the paint. Kevin Garnett with the steal. And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Boston making a switch here. 1:32 left to play here in the half. Garnett outside. Back to Turner. Garnett outside. No good from outside. Boston leading by 18. Sinks that one from the post. 6 point here for Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You'd like to see a shot go in. Nicely done.
And that is first class right there. Can you believe that dunk?
I'm not sure, Greg, I can. Now, here is Abdul-Jabbar. 6 points for him.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And Garnett has it in the corner. And it's Garnett finishing it off.
And guys, you can't let an exceptional rebounder like Garnett get that kind of position. That's how he finds those second chance points. And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass. So important.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Abdul-Jabbar can't get it to go. Garnett inside. And Garnett with the slam.
Now, this guy has made giant strides in his playmaking. Nice setup by Buddy Hield right there.
Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession.
Checking in for the Celtics, number 8, Kristaps Porzingis.
To the middle. Just 3 on the clock.
How about the vision there by Ball, showing the unselfishness, just being a willing passer.
And so it's the Boston Celtics in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And we'll be right back after this. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Frank, there's been a scoring surge throughout the league. Is that due to poor defense, or is it to the rising talent level?
Listen, teams are still defending, and the rules might have helped some. There's no doubt that there's not as much grabbing and holding. But these guys are scoring from all over the court and doing things we've just never seen before.
And Doris, we know Mikal Bridges famously traded for Durant, but it's interesting. Durant was Bridges' favorite player growing up.
And Kevin, it's always interesting when there's a connection between the idol and the guy who is idolizing him. But give Mikal Bridges credit. He has come into his own as a star. This guy has proven to be a capable offensive player. He is one of the truly legit defensive wings that you have got to plan for.
And here is Tatum. After Miles Turner was able to get the triple. Pass to Bridges. The Celtics working the ball around now. Inside. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Jason Tatum is a thirsty scorer, and right now filling it up.
And Garnett has it in the corner. And Garnett with the slam.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Extremely fortunate they didn't lose the ball there.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. In the corner, Horford with it. And it's sent back by Garnett.
KG has always had tremendous instincts, sends another one back the way it came.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first. Here's White. Down low. Looking for Bridges. He gets it there. Misses from short range.
Boy, that's the kind of look this offense is designed to create. That's just a tough miss.
Back to Markkanen. Inside. And stolen by Horford. Here's Porzingis with fast break chance. Here's Tatum. Good D by Brogdon.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on the switch to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Well, the display of a little quickness on the drive. Al Horford, sensational.
Back to Toppin. And stolen by Horford. Oh, and here comes Porzingis all alone.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Markkanen. Good. And McConnell gets the assist.
Well, this is where Markkanen's feel for the game. You can put him in pick and roll. He is going to find a way to score it.
Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand, and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now, here's McConnell. No scoring in this one. Markkanen from outside. And the Pacers, another three.
Well, you have got to be willing to close when Markkanen is out on the perimeter. His shot will punish you because it's a sweet shooting stroke.
And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, back in grade school, when Jason Tatum told folks his NBA goals, they'd often suggest a backup plan. And he said, I always would tell them, I don't have one. I'm going to make this work regardless. Nothing else matters. Kevin?
Oh, I like that. It's worked out, David. Thanks so much. Now, here's Tatum. Lauri Markkanen unable to get his last shot to go. Back to Tatum. Clock at 6. Shoots over Walker. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Substitution on the court.
Pacers trailed by 18. Out left to the wing. Back to McConnell. 50 seconds left here in the third quarter. Markkanen from outside. And Boston with the rebound.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead. Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Now, here's Fox. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
And a wide open look for Walker. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Launches a 3. A nice shot by Mikhailuk.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And so it's the Boston Celtics in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter.
61.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Boston leading by 23. Pass to Steffens. To the inside. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Markkanen pulls it in. And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Brogdon with it. And Abdul-Jabbar picks him up defensively. And the foul's on Mikhailuk. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
And the shot is good from Garnett.
Well, yet another selfless play from Miles Turner. Pretty pass to his teammate.
Out of bounds, Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Back to Fox. And GA starting next season, some big repeat penalties for teams well over the cap. That draft pick penalty is especially tough.
Yeah, I mean, if a team is over that $17.5 million mark twice, in a 4-year span. Their first-round draft pick falls to the end of the first round. That'll sting.
Hield outside. There's the pick. All alone. And Boston with the rebound.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control. Well, they've won the battle of transition buckets, and those easy points have helped them build this lead.
Well, this is their pace. This is exactly how they want to play. A little fast, a little loose.
Fox goes in, lays it up off the glass.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
To the right side. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Abdul-Jabbar. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. And pushing it up, here's Boston. And it's Fox with the jam.
And you have to have respect for his speed in transition. Fox is a high-octane player who explodes in the open floor.
Garnett outside. Here's Ball. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
It's going to go on De'Aaron Fox.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The first one falls. GA, is it me, or does it feel like we've had more parity in the league the last few seasons?
Well, Kevin, the playoffs have been pretty hard to predict lately. I will give you that. There's been only one repeat champion in the past decade. It's a competitive league.
It's good.
And how about the performance we're seeing from him? Not one miss on the day.
To the paint. Out to Turner. From past the arc. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot's good from Abdul-Jabbar.
And just look at the grace, the agility, versatility that Jabbar brings to the center position. Can beat you in so many ways.
Here's Garnett. And it's slammed in by Garnett.
How about the big guy attacking the rim? The throwdowns are loud and emphatic.
There's a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter. Fox, no good.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
Sam Hauser.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Boston.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
They've also been scoring on the break with how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court. Anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Celtics.
We got to see a display of offensive prowess in this one that got it done. High-scoring game.
Bucket after bucket. They were really in attack mode all game long.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going to the sweep the next time they face off.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Boy, forget about his stats for a second, right? What impressed me most was his stamina. It seemed like he was involved in every play. And with that kind of activity, I don't know how you don't wear down.
And Indiana, another three.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
Garnett, the screen. Healed from outside. Buries the long-range jumper.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Here's Tatum. Fires from way outside. No good. Healed way outside. Good.
Oh, beautiful looking shot. I mean, when you can hit it from that deep, wow.
So it's the Celtics picking up the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that'll do it, folks.
Yeah, I can